Aries, welcome to your reading. I hope this message finds you while you're in good health and good wealth. Hope you're doing something that you love today, tonight, this afternoon, whenever the message finds you, simply because you deserve to. Thank you for all of the likes, comments, and support to my channel. Truly means the world to me. If you would like a private reading, more information about that will be in my About tab on my page. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, the link will be in the description box below. Today we're going to be taking a look at how you are currently perceived by the people around you, by the people that you interact with, the people that know you. We're going to be taking a look at what they say behind closed doors, but will not say to your face. Just because we're nosy, right? Thank you, Spirit. So, well, let's see what they have to say, Aries. I know you guys do not care, especially Aries. I know Aries is not worried about it, but we got the sun on the split, so people see you as a very vibrant energy. Love it. But yeah, I know you guys are not like necessarily concerned with this. This is for entertainment purposes. If it's your reading, it's your reading. Take it as it resonates. But people definitely see you as the life of the party, or kind of like maybe the center of attention at times. People see you as somebody that has the ability to kind of create happiness. Like, you are the vibe. You know how to cheer people up when they're down, but you also know how to just add to a good time if things are going well, you know. You're seen or perceived as a very balanced energy. Some people may feel as though you're very spiritual, or you're kind of like more in tune with your spirituality than they're kind of familiar with on their own personal levels. With Strength in reverse, some people see you as somebody that is, oh dang, we got the King of Pentacles as well. Okay. You know what, let me get these cards out. Before I start talking. Like I said, highly spiritual, the High Priestess. Very in tune. Three Wands in reverse. That's too many. And the Lovers. The Death card. The Hermit. And Three of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords. Some people feel like you are brutally honest at times, but also others feel like you have a really good head on your shoulders. Like, there's a reason that you're this brutally honest, because the truth gets you to your desired results. You being blunt or you being truthful is something that is perceived or seen as like foreign. And that makes sense, because we do live in a world that is very accustomed to lies or things that are not real, but we try to make it look real. Social media is a great example. But our world, the people, we're all accustomed to that kind of standard. Like, oh, everyone's going to kind of paint themselves in the best version. But people see you as someone that paints it as it is, Aries. Somebody that tells the story as it is, calls people out for who they are, you know, congratulates people for the good that they do and calls people out for the bad that they do, and doesn't really miss a beat. People see you as somebody that you have a lot of clarity, almost. And I feel like some people really enjoy this about you, and some people might see this as like annoying, because you can see through them. You can see through their lies, or you can see through their BS. Interesting. But all in all, Aries, you are definitely perceived to be somebody of importance in all of the lives that you touch, even to your haters or the people that don't like you or don't want anything to do with you. They see you as somebody that has left an impact on them. Your energy is not easily forgotten from what I'm seeing here. You know how to create friendships, you know how to build with others, but you're also super recluse. Like, you're not going to extend your energy to just anybody because you want to be a part of what's happening. The only way that you will find Aries in an environment outside of their own home or, you know, their own self is if Aries wants to be there. If Aries wants to build with these people, if Aries wants to be in that environment. People see you as somebody that does not veer far from the path that you know, or from the, you don't get out of character very easily, Aries. You know what you like, you know what you don't like, and you know who you are. And you kind of carry yourself in that regard is what I'm seeing. People see you as somebody that knows how to handle their money, or somebody that knows how to at least attract money. Very intuitive, very spiritual. I feel like this is a lot of your enemies, or a lot of the people that just have petty feelings towards you. I feel like they despise you because of your intuitive abilities, because of your ability to see through kind of the veil, because of your ability to see through the fake people, you know, especially with the King of Swords here. But on an intuitive level, you're very in tune and just on point. It's like you're the type of person, Aries, that can walk into a party, right, and not know anybody, but you can tell where the good vibes, or like you can tell where a good time is, and you can tell who's not really an enjoyable energy to be around, right? You can drink all the alcohol in the world. That does not make you an enjoyable energy to be around, right? And you can be sober as a gopher, and you could be the best enjoyable vibe to be around. But I feel like you Aries, you're the type of person that can walk in and like spot the difference based off of energy, based off of how people carry themselves, the energy they emit, the way that they communicate with others. You're very, very attentive and aware of your surroundings. And that's because you're somebody that goes within a lot of the times. I don't really see you being a very closed off energy from the world, but I do see you being somebody that knows how to shift gears when you need to, in regards to going within and finding the answers that you desire in order to move forward on your path. A lot of people see you as unreliable when it comes to making plans or sticking to plans. You're not very good at keeping your word when it comes to the plans you want. And that could be because you make plans based off of inspired ideas or inspired moments, and then you kind of lose the passion for it later. Doesn't have to be, won't resonate with all, but there's definitely a lack of like preparation here that people like talk about you behind closed door about. I feel like they speak of your lack of what they perceive to be willpower, but really it's just lack of interest is what it looks like. It's not necessarily that you don't have the willpower to see these things through, or to see these ideas through to the end. It's that you've came up with a better idea before you could execute the previous one. You've just lost interest in that previous idea. But others might perceive it to be this lack of consistency in regards to plan making, or staying, or like saying you'll show up at 9 and then you show up at like 11, or you just don't show up at all, you know? It's giving me that energy. But people definitely see you for your spiritual. I feel like your spirituality is of great importance here in this reading for how others perceive you to be. Maybe it's not that you're super spiritual. Maybe it's just that you are very intuitive, or maybe it's just that you kind of are comfortable with sitting in silence, or comfortable being alone. And this could be perceived to be spiritual from other people around you, because with the High Priestess, the Temperance, and the Hermit here, and the Lovers as well, this is all very divine energy, divine union, divine, very spiritually charged tarot cards, major arcana cards at that. But it looks like you, when it comes to like the material world, Aries, a lot of people, they might speak in jealous ways about how you handle your finances or like the opportunities you get. Some people might feel like you're really lucky or like you don't deserve the things that you get. Who really cares what they think? But others really do say that like you are somebody that they can depend on, somebody that's reliable, somebody that will pick up the phone when they call you, you know, if they need something, or even if it's just an ear to, like if they need your ear, right? Like if they just need to vent or something, it's like you're a really good friend is what I'm seeing. You're a really good person that knows how to tend to the connections or relationships that you build in your life and that you maintain. You might not be the best at keeping plans, but you're good at being what you need to be in regards to a friend, a lover, a counterpart, whatever you need to be in regards to the people that you love. It looks like you know how to play that role. You're very adaptable. Some people feel like you might change a lot, or like you go through cycles very quick, or you might have phases is what it might come off as. Like Aries goes through a lot of phases, maybe in regards to relationships as well. People, yeah, maybe. But yeah, people definitely like, there's the good and the bad that they say behind closed doors. Like, you know how to be a good friend, you know how to be a good lover, you know how to handle your money, but you're also like maybe a bit in regards to just the average or normal people that you connect with on your day to day, people that aren't really into spirituality like that, they might perceive you to be a bit strange or kind of out there because of this unfamiliar essence that they get off of you when it comes down to you being comfortable with yourself. Because a lot of spirituality is understanding ourselves, right? A lot of becoming spiritual or being on a spiritual path is understanding the self and being comfortable with the self, you know? And I feel like that might be perceived to be a bit like outlandish or a bit odd in the environment you find yourself in. But you're definitely somebody that exudes confidence, and everyone knows it. Even it doesn't matter if they like you or not. It doesn't matter if they are your ex 7 years removed. They know that you have this energy about you or this aura that's like you draw in people unintentionally. But once people follow whatever they're being drawn into, they can't get enough of you. You have a very, I don't want to say addictive, but you have a very captivating energy. And I feel like a lot of people speak about that in regards to you behind closed doors. Let's clarify. A lot of people see you as highly independent. You don't really need anyone else. Like I said, with the Ace of Wands too, oh my goodness, Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. It's like you just get, some people just see you as so lucky. With the Three of Cups as well. Some people might think you're always in a happy mood, and they might think that it's kind of fake. Some people might think that your mood or your disposition or your outlook on life is not authentic. Little do they know, you actually have a lot to be happy about. You have a lot to be smiling about or to be joyful about, you know? You have a lot to celebrate about because you are somebody that works hard for what you get. It's not that it's all just falling into your lap and given to you. You work hard for the things that you have. You work hard to maintain this independence, this tranquility, this essence about yourself that is captivating. It's not just like, I mean, for some of you, you might just wake up and it is like that and you just got it like that. But for others of you, this is something that you put in work towards, you know? You put in work towards the care that you give to your body. You put in work towards the relationships that you nurture. You put in work towards showing up with integrity and speaking your truth unapologetically. You put in work towards chasing your dreams and actualizing your manifestations. But some people might feel as though because you're getting, they only see the result, you know, they only see the outcome. They don't see what you're having to input into the system of the universe, you know, is what I'm seeing here. But this is just great confirmation for everything we were saying. Like, you are somebody that you can do it all on your own if you wanted to. And I feel like a lot of people around you know this. No matter what it is you want to do, when you set your mind to something, you absolutely have the ability to achieve it because you know how to bring practicality. You know how to make practicality and the dream state or the wishes that you have within you, like you know how to bring those together. You know how to ground those energies and make something out of it. You are an alchemist, Aries, is what it looks like. And I think a lot of people might be jealous because it looks like you're living life on this. This might be what external energies perceive, but it looks like you're living life kind of on autopilot. Like things have just always been this way for you, or things are always just like you always have something nice to say about life or to brag about what they might perceive to be bragging just because they're not in the energy that you're in. To you, you're just showing gratitude for the blessings that you have, the blessings that surround you in your life, blessings, gratitude for the friends, the connections, the material abundance, the independence, the stability, the ability to actually achieve your desires. Like I feel like you're showing gratification towards these things because you know that one of the secrets to manifesting and maintaining your manifestations is showing gratitude. But these people, like I said, they might not be that spiritual. They might not see spirituality the same way that you do or understand these kind of ins and outs. And so they might think that they might see it as like flexing or boasting or whatever, but it looks like you're maintaining. You know, this is your way of maintaining. It looks like you're in a constant state of healing, and this might push some people's press some people's buttons. Ten of Swords. Jesus. High Priestess. Judgment. The Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. The Fool. You're in an energy of maintaining the abundance that you have, or you have been for a while. And this is something others are perceiving, but it's almost like they're waiting for the ball to drop. They're waiting for your good luck streak to end. Aries, you're not on a good luck streak right now. You're not. And the reason that I say this is because you're showing up as somebody that's putting in the work. You're putting something into the system, and that's why you're getting something out of it. Just because they don't see what you're putting in, right? Whether it's you sacrificing your time, your energy, your thoughts, your intentions to whatever it is you're doing, they're not seeing that part. And so they're seeing all of this like, Aries is just living such a good life. Aries is just doing what I want to be doing. They can do it too, but they have to put something in. You know, they can't just be a spectator to your life, Aries, talking behind closed doors about you. I feel like you already know a lot of the things that are being said about you in regards to the people that you surround yourself with and like their tendency to kind of be fake in that way. But I also feel like you don't let it affect you because your focus is somewhere else. Your focus is on what's in front of you. It's not on who's around you per se. Your focus is on your passions. Your focus right now, actually, there's something that you feel is lacking in your life, and you know you have the capability of closing the gap or getting what you want with the Ten of Pentacles reverse, Knight of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. So I feel like your focus right now is on going within with this Hermit energy, figuring out who and what can help you get to where you want to go. If it's yourself or if it's anyone else, I feel like you're working out the kinks of the situation and you're going to move forward accordingly. Your focus is on taking action towards the truth that you perceive that will help you manifest this Ten of Pentacles, because you're in the Nine of Pentacles, but with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, it's like you want more. That's just the human condition. We always want more. I swear. You got the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles is in reverse. But with the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Swords, it's like that's where your energy is currently focused on. It's manifesting this Ten of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, putting your happiness first, achieving your happiness. There's a destination that you have in mind, and you're willing to take the long journey, or you're willing to take the long road. With this Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, you're putting in the work, but you're taking your time. You're working diligently because you know that you can get it, but there's a certain way to get it. And see, that's what these external energies don't see about you, Aries. You're very methodical in regards to how you manifest, in regards to how you call energy towards you. You're very methodical. You put time and energy and thought into it. You can't just wish to have $1 million and it's just going to show up in your bank account. You got to have a plan. You got to bring that. You got to find that middle ground between practicality and, you know, your biggest and wildest dreams. That's the only way you can actually bring it into the 3D, right? And these people, the ones that are judging you and talking about you behind your back, these are the type of people that they haven't understood, or they haven't hit the level of understanding what it means to truly manifest the life of their dreams. But they see that you have, and they want to know the keys, or they want to know the secrets to your wisdom. But your secrets are secret for a reason. High Priestess, High Priestess, your secrets are secrets for a reason. Everybody has to go through certain lessons in life to unlock these secrets, to unlock this wisdom. It's available to all of us, but we have to let ourselves go through the lessons. A lot of us, when we go through hard times, we do things to numb or run away or avoid the hard time that's being presented in front of us. The more that we numb, run away, and avoid, the further... that's just the last thing that Spirit wants us to do. Spirit wants us to feel. Spirit wants us to feel everything that's in front of us. Because you have felt and you have dealt with what was in front of you, Aries, for a long time, you've came into this energy of the High Priestess, of somebody that knows without knowing why they know. Somebody that knows and doesn't have to say how they know, because they just know, right? If I know all the answers to the math test, why am I going to tell the kid next to me just because he's asking? You know? What if me telling this person what if the teacher sees, right? And then now I'm getting an F on my math test because I wanted to tell someone the secrets. They could have known what I knew if they studied, right? It's giving me that energy. It's like, you know what you know because you know it, because you've earned the right to know it. And I'm not saying be stingy with the information and knowledge and spiritual wisdom that you have at all. I'm just saying these external energies are passing judgment on you and talking about you behind closed doors instead of to your face, and judging you about things that they desire to have. They're judging you because you have what they want, or because you're in a position or have knowledge that they desire, when it's available and accessible to them as well. That's what I'm saying. It's like there's no need for you to justify their judgments by telling them what they want to know, because you're out of their league, Aries, and you have been for a long time. But like I said, this is entertainment purposes. 3 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords in reverse. You're seeing a lot of people. Yeah, like I said, people feel like you see things before you even give them a chance to play you dirty. You know, it's like your intuition is really on point, Aries. You see things before people have a chance to play you dirty. And the Chariot, and you deal with it. You remove it or you move on from it. You don't let it affect you or your life in any way, shape, or form. With Strength in reverse, you might have a soft spot for some people. You might have a soft spot for some people, but at the end of the day, you know where your moral values and beliefs reside. You know what your dream is on a personal level, and you know what interferes with that. If it doesn't necessarily cross a certain boundary, you might let it slide. But if it does, or if it gets anywhere near interrupting or interfering with the life or the plan that you have for yourself, it's almost like you have no mercy, or you have no sympathy. With the 8 of Cups here, you will walk away from something really fast if it interrupts the plans that you have for yourself. Some people see you as a very serious energy. Others see you as a very admirable energy, because you go after the things you want. And because you do that, because you kind of put it all on the line for yourself and for your dreams, it's like you're actually somebody that's very respected or very looked up to for your ability to kind of know where your priorities lie. But Aries, this is what people say about you behind closed doors. I don't expect you to care at all or take any offense or feel any type of way, but it was fun while it lasted, right? Let's see what Spirit has for you. Closing messages. What do you want Aries to be aware of? Oh, yeah. We have the month of May. Could be of importance to you. We're in the month of May right now. We also have angel, spiritual guidance or protection from harm. Someone will try to make you do something against your will with club, but with crown, honor and respect will come to you. Arrow, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. So Aries, you're on the right path right now. You're very spiritually protected and guided. We already knew that. But something could happen this month in regards to maybe actualizing a manifestation, or maybe somebody being exposed for kind of their low vibrational behavior towards you or how they feel about you. Someone might make you try to do something against your will. I feel like you have a very strong character. I don't think there's anything to worry about. Broken ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business. I also have V for victory in some endeavor. Interesting. Funnel, period of frustration, lessons to be learned. Potentially with family matters with Seahorse, but I'm going to get 2 more. Yes, we have Crib and Bull. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude in the birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So Aries, you're starting something new, something big, something successful. You might be playing a new role or a different role. This is going to lead to a lot of honor and respect. I feel like you actually have a lot of honor and respect, but I feel like people kind of keep their mouths shut and don't really give you... People don't give you your flowers. People don't acknowledge how you've impacted or changed their perception or their life, because you're still in that energy or that awkward phase of like kind of having what they want, but not being so far removed from it where you're unreachable. It's like you're still in or surrounded by some of these people, so they don't know necessarily how to treat you, but I feel like there's a lot of underlying respect or appreciation for the energy that you have taught them or the energy that you give off, because people are aspiring to be like you, but if they can't be like you, they're just going to hate on you until they until they get a desired personal solution. But regardless, Aries, I feel like this was a pretty good reading. This was a pretty honest reading. If it resonated, hit the like button, leave a comment.